Hey you, welcome to this new grammar time. This is me, Miss Elia, and this is ABS English Academy. You know, learning is something good for you. Learning is something good for you. And well, today we're going to learn something about verbs. Typically, you can use verbs in different tenses and it means different terminations, or endings. But well, today we will talk about two interesting forms. First, we're going to talk about a gerund form in a verb, and then we will talk about an infinitive form. So, well, let's talk about the gerund form. When you use gerund, it means you're going to add ing at the end of the verb. For example, learning, playing, going, traveling, cooking, waking up, etc. Always when you use the ing, that's the gerund form of the verb. So when we should use the gerund form of a verb? Well, first of all, as the subject of a sentence. Listen, as the subject of a sentence. Sometimes we will use a verb as the subject in a sentence, as the main part, as the start in a sentence. For example, listening to music always calms him down. Listening to music always calms him down. So, well, we don't say listen to music. No, we need to use listening. Why? Because listening to music is now the subject. So keep in mind, when you use a verb as a subject in a sentence, you need to use the gerund form. Now, let's see the second one. Of course, we're going to add ing when we use a continuous tense. Always, an activity in progress. If you want to talk about an activity that is in progress right now or a temporary situation, we can use ing. For example, I am waiting for you. I am speaking to you. I am teaching to you. So this is what is happening right now. And of course, I'm sure you are listening to me. You are paying attention to me. So in those cases, of course, you use the ing or the gerund form of the verb. What's next? Well, you need to use the gerund form of a verb after prepositions. Keep in mind, after prepositions or after adjectives plus prepositions. So always, if you have a preposition and then you need to add a verb, this verb is always an ing, right? For example, she got angry without is a preposition. She got angry without knowing the whole story. She got angry without knowing the whole story. So when you have this preposition, this short answers to connect ideas, and then you need to add a verb, this verb should be in a gerund form. For example, she got angry without knowing. Without, it's a preposition, and then you add ing, knowing. Okay, and final case here. We're going to use the gerund form of a verb after a specific verb. It means in this case, you have verb patterns. I mean, you have a verb, and then you're going to add another verb. How is that possible? Well, for example, I like singing. I like swimming. I love cooking. Okay, no, I don't love cooking, but I love teaching. Can you see? I use love, like, and then another verb. This second verb is going to use the gerund form always. But what are those cases? I'm going to give you another example. And in this case, I don't like looking at your mess. I don't like looking at your mess. So, like, and then a little verb, look. I don't like look. No, I don't like looking, ing. And well, you are in good luck, my friend, because today I will give you a whole list of these verbs that are specific cases when you have to use the ing form or the gerund form in these cases. So let's see the next list.